Lovely. Yeah, man, it's short and sweet. Like, a recording just picked you saying that you're going for a piece, so you're going to edit that out. Yeah, because otherwise sometimes I'll jump in and just completely forget. Alright, man, you go for that and I'll see you soon. Hello.
Hello, guys.
You're right,
Hello, me there? Can you hear me, Ben?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I see you. McFly, you can hear me, yeah? Just make sure that we don't have a problem with mics again. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, we'll just quickly give everyone a few more minutes to jump in there quickly. We're going to try and do a short one today. It is not too much. I mean, obviously, we'll have a quick chat about crypto lids, which obviously we're quite sad, but again, quite understanding about that. Some really exciting news from drone tech, which McFly, I almost think it was you that was asking me that question. It was either you or Macedon about the square meters for that castle in France. So I finally managed to get that. So I will give you guys that today. It was really, really exciting news, that one, to be honest. Okay, awesome, mate. So I've got that answer for you. Again, like I say, Pierre is just absolutely ridiculous. He just always throws a surprise at me. He just threw a new surprise at me today, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. So yeah, I mean, let's just quickly give us another minute or so, and then we'll jump right in. Any DJ plays for you this week, Ben?
Nope. To be fair, since I got into these NFT projects, I've probably a handful of trades I didn't really have the time for it or the patience to just sit there and monitor Twitter and the markets all day like I used to. I did buy something.
Yeah, maybe 10 years.
Did buy something. Let me try and find it. I can't even remember what it was now. I got myself a lattice. Jumping on McFly there, I noticed he replied to my comment a few weeks back that he bought one. I decided to get one today. Actually, I paid for it yesterday, so provided they can find my house out here, then yeah.
Yeah, that actually might be a bit tricky. I mean, you do live in the middle of nowhere.
That's kind of good, I guess, if you're trying to hide your crypto. But
yeah.
So I'll add it to the collection. That's a bunch of ledgers, but I've got Ledger Nano S, the older ones, so I don't think that was affected with that update that they had. I think it was the Nano X Bluetooth one, and then the recent one that they brought out. Looks really cool, actually, that new ledger. I forget the name of it.
Like I say, I mean, I think I'm just quite happy with my Decent wallet, to be honest.
Yeah, Decent's great as well.
I just quickly open the other message so I can give all those updates from Pierre. There we go. Okay, awesome.
Let's get somewhat close to where he lives. You can try, Hannah. You might get bitten by a few monkeys along the way, but you can try.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, McFly, honestly, when I say he lives in the middle of nowhere, I'm not lying, mate. He lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
His street is barely big enough for two motorbikes to pass side by side, and I'm exaggerating a bit.
Yeah, when I say monkeys, because there's a lot of coconut trees here, so the farmers, they have schools, and they put the monkeys in the school, and they train them to go up the trees, and they've obviously got like a leash around the neck, but they've got all these different monkey calls. So, yeah, they can communicate, and a lot of the mornings, that's how I wake up, to coconuts thudding against the garden outside.
Terrible life you have. With the sound of the beach in the background.
Better than Bangkok.
It is better than Bangkok. I
tried Bangkok for too many years. Yeah, it's not my thing.
Right, okay, I think let's quickly jump in, guys. We're going to try and keep these AMAs shorter, just for a simple reason is that all these SkyFi chats, obviously we get quite a bit more traction on a 30-minute recording than what we do on an hour and a half, and so we don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. Crypto lids, so the people that have bought their NFTs, those refunds will be coming through next week. So again, crypto lids, they were really awesome in the fact that they made up all the shortfall for the fees of down to 20%, and then obviously they put in that little surprise of the free merch for the burning of the NFTs. So I mean that was quite nice of them, and I must say I was quite impressed with that. So yeah, next week, guys, we'll get that sorted out for you, and then we'll move on forwards from there. On to drone tech. So let me start with McFly, your question. So excluding the roof, Pierre does not have the dimensions of the roof, but of course the roof also needs to be cleaned. So excluding the roof, that castle's facades are 19,200 square meters. So then whatever the roofs are, you'll have to add that to that. Pierre apologized profusely, but he does not have the answer for that one when I spoke to him today. But yeah, for the facade, 19,200 square meters. And that's what he started with in January. So very, very exciting. Again, his updates with Pierre at the moment, I mean, he's still busy working sorry, my tongue twister there. He's working busily at the moment in the background, and the extra surprise that he threw at me today was he is in contact with a company. Now, what this company does is they do reports on buildings. So they do reports on buildings when it comes to, are the buildings safe? Are there any cracks? Are there any damages to the building that needs to be repaired? That kind of stuff. And this company and him, they are in negotiations is that Pierre will be selling the data of the drones. So when the drones are doing the filming of these buildings, of these facades, you know, the roof of the walls and all that, he will be selling that data on towards this company who will be using that data for their reports. Now, the selling of data is very, very expensive. How does that affect you guys? Well, again, it affects you guys in the simple ways that we receive a commission from his gross turnover. So with him selling this data to these other companies to do their reports, that will increase his revenue, which then again will play a role into what we are getting as NFT holders. So I just thought that was really exciting. Hello, Macedon. So yes, I mean basically that was around McFly around 384,000. Yes and no, because the thing is it really depends on the size of the project. So on a small project he will be at 20 euros, you know, a square meter. But obviously if he's cleaning a huge project, he does have some leeway in his pricing. So it might not be at 20 euros, it could be at 15 euros, but I mean it won't change much for us. And what I mean by it won't change much for us is that the actual turnover on the size of those buildings will still be a very, very high profit margin of which we will get to enjoy the benefits of. So no, I mean you can't say every single building will be at 20 euros per square meter. Again, it will just really depend on the size of the building. But again, I think what you do raise there is a very interesting point when it comes to transparency and where we actually know how much those drones are earning is, again, just a quick reminder, is that we have access to the blue tag technology. So every time that a drone is flying, we will actually be able to see the invoice in live time as soon as what the drone has completed its job. So we will then really have a good idea exactly of the daily, weekly, and monthly earnings that these drones are operating on. Pierre has confirmed to me again that he will be starting in July with between 4 and 5 drones. I mean, he's really been a busybody. We're going to try and get him onto an AMA next week. So if I can get him onto an AMA next week, you know, he can go and give you guys first hand on that. And then also, I think maybe a little bit of a personal touch. I haven't mentioned this to Pierre yet, but I will have a chat with him sometime over the weekend here, is I want to maybe try and do a video interview with him, you know, like a live YouTube video interview or something like that. You know, where you guys can actually get to see and meet Pierre if you want in a more personal setting. So again, that one I can't confirm it. I haven't brought that up with him yet, but that is something that I'm going to be talking to him about this weekend. So if I can do that, that'll be awesome. Knowing Pierre, he'll probably accept. So I could almost tell you guys with a 90% guarantee that I'll be able to get that done for you guys. Some keep waiting for your annual bonus. Yeah, that makes 2 of us, mate. Yes, I mean, basically, guys, that's my very quick updates from Pierre. I know he just got back from Cambodia. It's my fault. I was supposed to have given him your contacts so that he could have met you in Cambodia, and I apologize. That completely slipped my mind with 100 things going on here. But next time he's in Cambodia, he said he'll definitely hit you up. And so, yes, I mean, basically from Pierre, unless you guys have got some more questions on that one, just a reminder, this is the last month that the Mint is open for. You know, we're going to be closing at the end of the month. So I just want to throw out that reminder for you guys. We're going to be doing quite a lot of marketing on Twitter and all that. So if you guys can assist with a couple of retweets and likes and that kind of stuff, it'll be greatly appreciated from our side. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, market push, let's sell out. Let's go for it, mate. I'd love us to sell out. I mean, I think there's how many NFTs are left, Ben? About 300 and something, if I recall correctly. I know I'm personally picking up probably about 7 or 8 this week. You know, I mean, again, we get involved in the projects that we're in personally, so I'll be picking up quite a few this week as well. But yeah, I mean, absolutely exciting times.
There's about 420 left. It's a good number.
420. I don't know why I thought 3 something, but yeah, 420 left.
No, hang on. Sorry. 300. Do apologise. 329 are left.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting this table upside down. So yeah, just above 300 at the moment.
Macedon, will there be a secondary market? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, NFT holders, what they do with their NFTs afterwards, it's their NFTs. I mean, if they want to put on the secondary market, they can. We won't be, you know, I mean, once we stop, we're not going to, us as a team, we won't put any on the secondary market. You know, I mean, minting closes, that's it, it's done. But yeah, I mean, if other members have got a few which they want to put on the market afterwards, I mean, that's up to them. You guys should get on the House of Obsidian podcast. They have a startup stage that is free as well. Okay, well, Ben, can we make a note of that? Let's try and get onto those guys.
Yeah, I've already reached out to those guys. I'll have to circle back to them. Quick one, Greg. This, I can't say it, this castle, Chateau de Chambord. It's just for the castle, or are we going to be cleaning the wall around? Because it's surrounded by 32 kilometers.
To my knowledge, it's just the castle, because I mean, the wall, they'll just have cleaners with a scrub. I mean, it's not a...
It's absolutely
It's not a high wall.
The park is as vast as inner Paris. It is the largest enclosed park in Europe. 5,440 hectares, surrounded by a 32-kilometer wall. Wow.
Macedon, so basically, again, opening up another mint, when we make a promise of no dilution, we keep to our promise. I'm not saying that we won't open up another mint, but the other mint might not be, well, no, not might not, it won't be France. So, for example, if DroneTech had to expand into another European country, then there's a possibility that we would do a mint for that, you know, for a separate country, but it wouldn't be part of the same company, if you will. And I mean, that's just really, again, for market dilution. You know, if there's 5 NFTs and we increase that up to 1,000 NFTs, then automatically there's a 50% dilution rate, you know, which is something we've always promised we won't do. So yeah. Boxify's got podcast, yeah. I've heard in Germany there will also be drones cleaning in Berlin. Yeah, that's strongly possible. I know that, what was it? Italy, I think. Italy have just signed up with,
KTV. It was,
KTV.
Hang on, I'm getting it now. There was quite a few recently announced. News.
Oh, they're expanding massively. They really are expanding massively.
So they had Czech Republic, then we had Italy, I think Croatia. I saw Croatia recently as well. So yeah, I mean, they'll be in Thailand soon. The way they're expanding.
Yeah. Oh, and actually another thing that I wanted to share with you guys about Pierre, which was, I know someone had mentioned this question the one day, and it was very ironic, was that they mentioned something about the wind. And I was at Pierre's house last week, and he had this big Excel sheet open on his computer. You know, and I just asked him, I said, oh, is this a DroneTech stuff? And he was like, yes, and he was showing me where basically he was pulling all the meteorological information from the winds over France. And then basically what he explained to me is that, like, for example, if he knows that the south of France in the month of May is very windy, that the drones aren't able to fly, then he knows that he needs to move all the drones from the south to the west of France where the wind conditions are more favorable. So basically he was putting together his planning schedule of when he could clean certain buildings, you know, just to make sure that these drones were continuously working. So yes, I mean, he's really thinking things out very, very carefully. Yeah, McFly, I mean, this guy is, Pierre is, he's an absolute machine. I mean, he really is a machine.
Yeah. I can see there in the chat they're asking about Spain. It was on his radar, but I can see here that Spain have signed their partner agreement on the 31st of March. But I do think Portugal is still available, and I know he was looking at Portugal as well.
He was looking at Portugal as well, yeah.
So Spain as well, but obviously there's quite a few available.
But yeah, I think just to come back to that, you know, it was like for whatever raise does come in the future for drone tech, it won't dilute this current market. So it'll be with him going out into another market.
Yeah.
So I think that's just pretty much the what I'm alluding to on that one. I know, and I apologize, McFly, I think you're the one who found it, that there is an error in the white paper. I missed it, everyone missed it. But yeah, I think someone did mention on the left-hand side it does say yearly projections, but in the table it does say for the first 6 months, so I apologize for that. Ben promised to shout at me later.
I'm holding back, mate, I'm holding back.
But yeah, I mean, apart from that, all the information there's updated, you know, we put, you know, after the vote, so all that stuff's now in the white paper for you guys, you know, for your reading pleasure. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys. Ben, and you got something you want to add there, mate?
Oh, not at all. Just like to come back and speak a bit on crypto lids and the guys over there, if you're done with Drone Tech, brother.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I see Carl's in the audience, and we pull him up as well there.
Yeah, so just with crypto lids, I mean, man, it's unfortunate, you know. I've been working closely with Henry and obviously his father John, so we were taking zero commission from the crypto lids project. We were doing it solely to get those guys off the ground, and I mean, whilst we failed to do that in the time that we were given, I mean, we can't knock them for, obviously, if there is an opportunity there to expand quicker than what we are able to give them. Hats off to them, and they have my full support. I just wish them all the best. And yeah, the partnership is still alive, but obviously the mint is closed, so we'll still be working with crypto lids and trying to support them in every way possible. But yeah, great team. Follow them if you don't already. And yeah, we'll hopefully see them propel and thrive for the rest of the year and onwards. Aside from that,
yeah, and I mean, they're still big on merch, so I mean, you know, I mean, we still have a very soft spot for them in our hearts.
100%, we're still working with them. Just yeah, it was unfortunate, but onwards and upwards for both projects.
So, yeah. Carl, you want to jump in and say something there, mate? I mean, otherwise we can just wish everyone a lovely weekend.
Hey, guys. No, it sounds like I think we covered most things. Just trying to think of what I have for updates from the dev side. And right now I think we're just waiting for Drone Tech for us to start getting active there. And I know it's sort of end of month-ish. And no, it's all good. I think, you know, Ben touched on crypto lids. It is bittersweet, but it's awesome that they were able to get such a good deal. I think that, you know, again, the way that we were engaging them as a project, it was unique. And so, no, really awesome to see them make strides forward, and would love to see them hit success, because Henry and actually John, the whole family, you know, they're quite amazing people. So let's wish them success.
Awesome. On that one, guys, I think that's all the updates we have for you until next week. Again, I'll get Pierre on next week, and I'll let you guys know through an announcement if I can convince him to do this video interview, which again I don't think is going to be a problem.
You need subtitles, mate. Don't forget. For me.
We'll try and get some subtitles.
For me, yeah.
But, it just doesn't help me that the only Canadian we have on the team doesn't speak French. No, he's a Canadian and the dev who could make the subtitles, but yeah, it doesn't help that he doesn't speak a word of French, apart from bonjour and voulez-vous coucher avec moi.
There must be some AI project, so everything's AI now. There must be like an auto sub AI thing out there. I'll have a look on for you.
I tried an auto sub one, and I think Pierre's accent's so horrible it could not understand it.
It broke the AI.
Yeah, he broke the AI.
Subtitles, AI, see what it's got.
So anyways. Right, guys, well, that's it. We'll catch you guys next weekend.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for showing up, everyone. And as usual, we'll get this video out as soon as we can, whether it be tonight or tomorrow morning. So, yeah, we'll get it posted.
Awesome.
Sweet. All right, so yeah, let us know if you've got any questions. Oh, Greg's gone already. Pop them in the chat and we'll get back to you ASAP. So it's Saturday night here, so have a great weekend and we'll speak to you again soon. See you later.